Everyone will tell you Claude Design is for designers and Claude Code is for developers. That is a job title, not a difference. They run on the same model. So I took the same brand, same rules, same 10 files. One page built in Claude Design and one in Claude Code. Here's what each one got right, what both of them made up, and which one you should actually open. Hi, I'm Vika and let's dive right into it. We'll be building a selling landing page for a grape soda called Momo. Our prompt consists from a brief of our website, copies that we wanted to add, 9 written rules, and 10 files, 8 photographs, and a wordmark in 2 formats. So, no plugins, no skills, no MCP. Empty project for both sides. 1 turn each. I pasted the prompt and didn't touch anything after. First round, Claude Design. It took around 20 minutes. I ran the prompt, saw that it working, and could rest easy and didn't pay any attention to it until it finished. So this is the result that we've got. If we reload it, we see this beautiful animation. We have all the sparkly bubbles, which is really cool touch for a soda. And then we have like a little tweaks panel, which is just regulating the strip and the motion there. So let's leave it like this. Okay, let's open it into new tab. The appearing animation is really nice. We can buy our soda on the main screen. All the hovers are there. Love this customized moving strip. Looks pretty awesome. Then the flavors that we have, the sold out option. Then we have a hover options, really beautiful. Hovers here. Then the next big picture section looks amazing. Then we have our how the soda is made. Okay, so we have like this kind of fact here. Size and price section, buy with 12 pack, it's added to cart, nice. Then we have, oh, here we have a slider section with other pictures. Well, not a lot of pictures here, so it just ends abruptly. Then we have our questions and big logo at the bottom. Pretty cool. I love how it looks. Overall, really nice. The UX is pretty awesome. I like how everything positioned. I like that the header is sticky and we have all our sections right here navigated. And if we click on the logo, we go back to the main. Let's check the mobile version. Overall, it looks okay. One thing to mention that we don't have cart anymore. It disappeared into the sunset. What if we click buy? It just somewhere. So this is a major issue. Other than that, it looks okay. This section is weird. Okay, another issue. Then sparkling soda, it looks fine. What was the slider? Not bad either, but could be better mobile adapted. FAQ is working and the footer is working as well. So the mobile is there. It's not ideal, but it's a nice base to work with. Now let's move to a Claude Code and see what it got. I pasted the same prompt and attached the same resources into the Claude Code. One thing to mention right away that the setup inside the Claude Code is a bit different. You need to select the folder where Claude will be working and you need to install the application on your laptop. You can't work in the online version as you can in the Claude Design. Also, if not all your permissions in check, Claude Code will be continuously asking you for permission for some folders or for some changes on your computer. So you need to keep an eye on it when it's working the first time. Overall, the whole run took about an hour. And here's what we've got. Right from the start, Claude Code opened much louder. It took a picture and make it hero screen background. If you look closer on the background here, you'll see that there is a purple gradient that makes sure that this text is visible. It overlays on these grapes. So already a great start. We have a header, we have our button. The animation is a bit rough, but it's interesting and it's there. This is looking like a button for some reason, which is misleading. Okay, we have small animation here. Let's see. This line is huge. Well, this is definitely a choice. Then we have our flavors. We have grape, lemon, lime, watermelon. I like these cards. They look nice. This badge is kind of weirdly placed, and the layout of the page is similar to the layout of the button, which is not a great UX choice. Other than that, it's pretty good. I like all the hovers, and if we click buy, it will be added to our cart. Okay. Next, we have how it's made section. The layout of this section is really similar to what Claude Design did, but this text is quite small and this gaps is not really meaningful. Then we have pictures section, and then we have a slider. As you can see, the pictures that I added have different ratio, and neither tool decided to stick to one height of the pictures inside the slider, and it's look really wonky. Like so weird. Then we have size and price. This was in the brief, but it looks so out of place. There are no reason to make it so big. And yeah, you can buy this, buy that. Oh, when we added 12 pack, it's added 12 here. That's really nice touch. Then we have FAQ section, and then we have our footer. There are a lot of elements that could be placed better, more thoughtful. So this is looking like true AI work. Let's check mobile version. As you can see, we didn't lose card here, which is really great. But you can see right away that hero section image doesn't look as great as it was on the desktop. As a designer, I would just add the same gradient that was on the desktop, just a vertical one here to blend this background and this image. Then this stuff is really big for something so insignificant, especially on mobile. Then we have our cards, which is looking awesome for a mobile, pretty good. Then we have how it's made section. So on the desktop, there were huge gaps between this text, and for some reason, we spent all these gaps on the desktop. Have no space for a mobile. It's really cramped for no reason, like literally. Then we have image, then we have a slider. So this image and this slider are kind of collide and doesn't make sense. Then we have price, which, oh, there is an animation here. No reason it to be so big, but okay. Our FAQ, and then our footer. Okay, technically, this mobile version is better than Claude Design, but UX is not there. Let's talk a bit about the constraints. So when you are creating something in Claude Design, you can attach files. Literally what I did for this run. But one thing that I didn't mention, that originally I had 25 files here in the folder. These are all the files that I have related to this brand. But when I tried to select all of them and upload, here what I got, keeping the first 10 files. So Claude Design has a constraint of adding only 10 files. And because I was limited on the files, I've decided not to attach each flavor scan separately, and I just created one big pictures with all 4 cans on one. This picture is in alpha channel, there is no background, and I would tell you that Claude Design and Claude Code handled it beautifully. Each tool cropped each flavor to its own picture and inserted it into the website. What about Claude Code? What constraints it has? So first thing first, you need to have an installed application. The second bit, you need to designate a space where your agent will be working. So I'm working locally, but you could work in the cloud as well. And then I just created a folder, and that's where all the jazz happened. Unlike Claude Design, you can add up to 20 pictures right away, or you can add a folder and add as many as you like there. Of course, in Claude Design and in Claude Code, you can add later more pictures, more files in the chat. But the interesting thing is to give all your resources with the prompt and make AI analyze and make decisions on what you have and not wait for additional files. Based on that, I gave each tool only one turn. Claude Design used 11% of my session limit and took 20 minutes. Claude Code used 14% and took an hour. So bill is almost the same. Difference is in the time spent, but also there is a catch. Claude Design is only a design tool, and there you have various options for export. But after all, it's not as dev ready as Claude Code. Claude Code creates the final product, which is truly worth the time spent. But because Claude Design is a design tool, we have a really handy editing process. So we can edit this website really easy with the comments. We can select the section that we want to edit. We can draw on it and then add the comments. We can ask to delete something, etc. We as well have an edit mode where we can use a simple editing. We can edit all this text options. We can use more pro version, code version, etc. And also, the chat is always available for text edits. On the other hand, Claude Code doesn't give you such an option. You need to write your edits in the natural language, be as specific as you can, and then wait for AI to implement it and check how it went. So, which one to pick? Claude Design doesn't give you a finished website. It gives you something you can look at and change fast. Really great for fast iterations. Claude Code gives you files you can ship. It took 3 times longer. Functionally, it's better, but design part is not as much. If you want fast iteration, I would suggest Claude Design, and there is always an option to blend them together. Here in the Claude Design, you have share button, you have different option for export, but also you have Claude Code as a destination, and you can just send your refined design project to Claude Code and work on functionality there. So the final answer, it was never one or another. Iterate in design because pointing at a thing beats describing it. Hand off to code when you need a real project you can ship. Open code first, only if you already know exactly what you want and you never need to point at anything. Of course, Claude Code as a tool has its own skills, plugins, and different add-ons to elevate its design understanding. But that wasn't a point of this video. We are talking about each tool as it is. So pick your warrior based on the battle you have. And last week, I gave one of these full design system in 3 different ways and watched which parts survived. You can see this video on the screen. See you in the next one.